cleanly played, very efficient. So these officials, we were too, really had a rather time with it because the game has been so played.
Merritt Island and Fort Lauderdale back on the field. Merritt Island line number 14, Graham with his brother Maurice. To get everyone fired up the second half of this. Anthony Middleton, who had a good first. Merritt Island probably offensive player half. And he's trying to troops. 20 points is not insurmountable. No one's been able to do much against the defense in an entire game this year. And Merritt Island to try to do that in a half. One should, if we do get to a tie station, no over, no champs. Happens. Now let's go to the referee, Joe Wright, for the second half. Catch will be received. Did not turn on his mic. Guy a day's pay. Anyhow, Merritt with the football, and I'm sure he would like to start this half the way Dillard's first half.
Well, I wanted to be in that line with Merritt Island because the coach was doing some conversation there with his kids to try and win this ball game, but you just got to and do the best you can. Championship game they got to be proud of, and went in there and fight the bitter end. And you know they're trailing 21. You really have to fight to get back to the game early. They got to get into it immediately. No hopes of anything gets at all.
Deep to receive for Merritt Island. Probably brothers, very tough in the uniforms, but Mallory Graham to the bottom of your screen, Maurice Graham to the top of the screen. It bounces off middle, and someone better on it. It's still loose. I think Dillard made a football. No, Merritt somehow was able to get back. The very early with the football off. And then one from brothers. They fall on it on the after Dillard had loose.
Train tight end Joel initially, but does knock loose. Langer lucky to come with that football. That was a terrible diss for him.
The on the sideline. Jodem Jr., linebacker from the University of Florida. Helped his dad out a little bit. He played for his Merritt Island High School. Maurice Graham gets the pitch away. Graham, great field tackle by Ron Robinson, number 5, the free safety. And Mallory Graham dropped for about maybe a 5-yard loss.
Well, this got a disappointment for Coach because he thought maybe option attack, maybe he could get out, maybe he could get away from big, strong defenseman that Dillard has and occasionally get in the corner. But right there, that didn't have a chance at all. Good effort by that defense from Dillard High, Lauderdale, Florida.
Marked off the 20 line, second down 15. Up the middle, and up the middle, nothing. Nothing whatever. Antoniak helped stuff for that excellent defense. Henry Williams also. Middleton only pulls himself bottom of the pile. There you see Black, number 67.
There was nothing but in that hole right there. You know, Black, he looks like he's white as any two guys right there. And he just that play.
80-pounder. Third down and 15 yards to go. Drop one out. Graham finally gets one room. He's to the feet. Drop right there. Late tag comes in. Thrown by umpire. We may have offensive holding off the once again, and that's exactly what it will be. With the ball at the end and fourth, imagine Dill will decline the penalty, the punt, and get the ball. Let's go to Joe Wright.
Holding. Declined. Down.
Well, not the Bears wanted to see. The Mustangs wanted the third quarter here, having very little success on their first defensive series of the second half.
Brian Robb deep to receive the punt of Rob Bruckner. Good driving. Crossing makes the catch at 35 for some running room. Gets between a couple of defenders, and then he's tripped up by Lofink at the 45-yard line. Scott Loaf, a 5'10", 162 pounds, makes the tackle, and Dillard will go on offense for the first time in the second half of this ball game. 9:55 to go in the third quarter. 21. Dillard leads the Merritt Island Mustangs. And Dillard has had a lot of success offensively. Not only 21 points on the board, but they also drove to the goal line, were held out on line stand, and had a field goal block. This game could be out of hand. Faking hitter, Shafirs runs it. Get big yardage in the first half. This time he fakes it, bootlegs, and is able to run for about 17 yards.
Roddy Smith, number 9, finally coming over to make the hit, but such a versatile offense when you've got one of the most outstanding tailbacks in the state of Florida, and then this Shafirs kid, very impressive tonight's quarterback, throwing the ball, faking, running on that occasion. He made the fake and kept the ball himself, had excellent speed getting down the sideline, just a multi-talented quarterback for Dillard.
First and 10 from the 38-yard line. The quick hitter is given to Mounds. He's to the 32. Give him 6 on first down. Unofficially, I've got Mounds with 76 yards in the ball game on 9 carries.
Larry, one of the reasons a quick hitter like that is so effective is because you just out-physical the guys on the other side of the line of scrimmage, and when you have the size advantage that Dillard has, you can really take advantage of it on plays like that. And across the line of scrimmage, you're talking about kids that weigh 250, 248, 225, 220. That's just a big high school offensive line.
Second down and 4. McIntosh hit at the 31 and driven back. He might have gotten a yard. Jeff Humberg in on the tackle. Humberg has played very well, number 66 for Merritt Island on the defense.
He really has. He's showing excellent quickness. On many occasions, he penetrates the line of scrimmage, and they can't get a hat on him or a shoulder pad on him, and he shoots the gap and creates confusion in the backfield. He's just played an excellent game. We're talking about Jeff Humberg, number 66.
Brand, 68. The nose guards also played well. Third and 4, quick hitter. First down. Mounds gets down to the 27-yard line. He needed 4. He got 5. So Mounds goes over 80 yards. Coming into this game, we talked about the tailbacks. Otis Mounds of Dillard, a guy averaging about 140 yards a game, and Mallory Graham of Merritt Island averaging just over 100. There you see Mounds with 13 carries for 90 yards. Mallory Graham has not gotten much at all running the football today, somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 to 10 yards, and that's been a big difference. First down, McIntosh. Richard McIntosh gets to the 23-yard line. He got almost 4 yards on first down. McIntosh scored the second Dillard touchdown, also had a touchdown called. Marty Watson, a backup linebacker, made the tackle for Merritt Island.
Yeah, I'm sure McIntosh will have a little talk with the offensive lineman that committed the holding call after the ball game. Said, man, I had 6 and you took it away from me.
2 TDs in a state title game. That's got to be something you remember a long time. Take the middle, looking deep. Open is the tight end. Maybe top of the line to take a touchdown. Frank Sanders. Sanders juggling the ball. Brought it in and got in the end zone with possession. That's going to be interesting to take a look at. Give him the touchdown. It's 7-0.
Well, I think it is a touchdown because all you have to do is maintain possession for an instant. An instant's not a second, it's an instant. So let's watch possession. Now he's backing in. I think it was about a yard in the end zone when it was away. He did have really possession football.
Good for a touchdown. The extra block. Merritt Island's having a whole lot of blocks in this game. That's the third block kick for the Merritt Island Mustangs. 2 extra points and the field goal have been blocked. Merritt Island's problem is they haven't been able to make Dillard count because the Panthers are up 7-0 with 7 minutes, 7 seconds to go in the third quarter. Let's see the touchdown pass from Shafir to Frank Sanders once again.
What he does well here, he gets the ball in the air. He floats down to his receiver, making it easy for Sanders to come up with a catch. It looked like he'd have possession. As he turned, he crossed that vertical plane that rises from the goal line and then looked away. But Shafir's really having an excellent touch. We had no idea that the kid was this effective throwing the football. It looked like he might have been under during the year, but as you mentioned earlier, on many occasions they didn't have to throw the football. They ran it down people's throats.
Dillard will kick off one more time. Sanders, who just scored a touchdown, will do the kick. Kick one out of the end zone before, and this one is fielded at the 1 by Maurice Graham. He's going to run it out. Got the blocking to the 20-yard line. He's upset just shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Once again down there is Cedric Scott. The tackle. Eric Roscoe, a reserve defensive back, was also there for Dillard. So Merritt Island ball 19 with 7 minutes left in the third quarter, 27-0. Dillard on top is Jay Penn, and the Mustang offense try to figure out how they can get something on the board. Inside reverse Maurice Graham, and he will get a yard or 2, and he is racked up by a host of tacklers. In on play, Herman Smith, Richard Strayhorn in there. And you also, Steve, they just keep pulling blue cloudies out of the pile. Good gang tackling, but Dillard had a lot of people around the football. Second and 9 from the 20-yard line. Penn back under pressure, throws, it's incomplete. Maurice Graham got tangled up with Anthony McGill, wanted an interference call, couldn't talk any of the officials into one, and it'll be 3rd down and 9. Jerry Odom, the head coach of the Merritt Island Mustangs, a frustrating day for him. This is a man who has won 152 games while losing 36. I don't think he's seen too many where he was down 4 touchdowns.
Larry, Coach Odom was mentioning before the game that many of his staff members have been with him for the 7 years he's been the head coach, and other coaches have been with him for over 10 years. So, you know, just an excellent job year after year by the coaching staff at Merritt Island. That continuity of leadership, very important.
3rd and 9, Penn out, gets some time, can't find the receiver now. Goes complete to Mal Graham. Graham to the 35 was run out of bounds by Jack Hallman. What a nice pickup for Merritt Island. 15 yards and a 1st down completion.
Very big, fine, very elusive.
Gets pressure. Here he don't play. The ball off young Mary Graham. He's got a lot of open spaces, and finally his Hall who bumps him out of bounds. Again, throwing a bit out of desperate there instead of picking out a wide receiver and delivering the football. That time it's kind of a play.
With a couple of receptions for 18 yards. Has not much running room. Carrying the ball free, however. Middleton in the middle of the Dillard defense gets yards and then really has a Fort Strayhorn in on the tackle once again. Ford along with Cedric Scott.
Well, Middleton runs hard, 174 pounds, doesn't he? He looks much stronger than he did in terms of weight. Just continues to churn and fight out of the position.
You would think somebody, certainly not Division I, but perhaps a Division or NAIA school would be interested in a kid like Middleton. He's a tough running back. 759 yards, 7 touchdowns on the years. Had a good game tonight. Mal Graham gets it to the outside. He gets away from another tackler. Gets to the 48-yard line. Mallory Graham about a yard. Great effort and another 1st down.
Brian Robinson, number 8. But he lost his grip anyway. Robinson trying to hog time there.
5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. 2-0. Dillard leads Island. The Mustangs are driving. And we've got encroachment on the defense. We'll see if the man was driven across. I believe Henry Williams was on his own getting into the neutral zone, and that'll bring up 1st down and 5 yards to go.
I think the tip was when he put his hands on his head. That he had made a mistake. He said, uh-oh, this is embarrassing.
Ball out, encroachment on the defense, still
1st down and 5 to the 5-yard mark. Ball at the 47. The closest Ireland's gotten is the 38-yard line of Dillard. They're now at the 47. Trying to threaten the slip. Gives to Middleton. Middleton way to the 45. Get a couple on 1st down. Carroll 2nd down and 3 from the 45 line. I think anyone expect this type of game. The opening kickoff returned for a touchdown, an early turnover converted, and quickly Dillard was up 13-0. Merritt Island's offense just hasn't done anything going except this young man, Anthony Middleton, who's the whale of the ball game. On 2nd and down, up the middle, the fake, they go on the option to the outside, and Maurice Graham gets to the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the option play, another Merritt Island 1st down. This is really the 2nd good drive day for Merritt Island. The other earlier in the game from the 1 all the way to the 3rd.
Well, you set up the middle. I thought the ball was too. It's just brilliant faking by Penn, and this is the option that they hope to bring to this ball game and give them a chance to stay in this thing and win it. Just have not been able to do that all evening long. But that occasion, great faking, and they were able to get outside with pitch on the option attack.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 from the 40. play. Second down and 9 from the 39. Head Jerry Odom just to the far side of his father, head coach Gerald Odom Sr. There you see Jerry. He's easy to pick out in the crowd, isn't he?
Yeah, he's easy to pick on far field, too, the way he just had a great year with the Gators.
He'll be a senior.
Maurice Graham was racked.
He threw it, and a nice jumping interception by Dix gets a turnover for Dillard.
Well, play was well conceived. It did have a chance. Here's the option. Here's the pitch. I think Maurice Graham made the mistake of bringing the ball up like he was going to throw it too early. He gave a guy Dix, the quarterback, a chance to react. But Dix does a beautiful job here. That's as nice an interception as you'll ever see. Putting the ball in the air, then having the poise and concentration to pick it out of the sky. The interception. That's just a brilliant play by the defensive back. He's a 170-pound, 6-foot senior.
While Dillard celebrates, Maurice Graham tries to get his bearing. Just saw as he released the ball. Someone came flying in and drilled him. Did not catch the number. Maurice Graham thinks we should have been able to catch a license plate the way he was hit.
Now, he had a quarterback for the Fangs this year, so he's used to throwing the football from time to time. But he's not a big kid. You look at that 155-pound weight, and I think he really exposed himself there as he been fired. The cage was open, and he took a pounding.
Graham helped off field. Head coach Jerry Odom over there to greet the senior back as he gets sideline and see if he's okay. First down, Dillard to the 12-yard line. McIntosh tries the middle, and he gets about 6 yards out to the 18 before he is racked up. Toledo made the stop. Merritt Island. Sam Toledo, junior linebacker. Ball closer to the 19-yard. That's Mounds stumbling and twisting and fighting. Correction, that's not Mounds. That's Gerald Boyd, a senior running back. Markham at the 3 where his knee hit, but it's still hurt out for Lauderdale Dillard. Akash checks back into the lineup. He's played well, been very impressive. In fact, of the Dillard team has been extremely impressive, but no one more so than number 12, Cedric Shafirs, the guy who engineered the running attack and has been throwing the ball extremely well. A touchdown pass.
He's so versatile and just a brilliant evening.
On crossbuck, good tackle again by the nose guard, John Brand, as he mounds after just a short gain, 25-yard line. Second down and 9 for Dillard. Clock runs less than a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. At this point, Dillard's one goal is to keep the clock moving. 27-0. Dillard leads the Merritt Island Mustangs. Merritt Island 3-0 in state championship games. If they make it this far, they win. They did in 72, 78, 79, but it doesn't look like that'll be the case tonight.
Yeah, I think you can scratch.
Year period of time, that is not going back to the dawn of high school football.
And these guys from Dillard have had exceptional teams for the last 3 or 4 years. They were battling for contention in this classification to be a state champion. They always represented their district well, but finally they got a chance to get to the state championship ball game.
Shafirs on 3rd and 5 throws up and overthrows his tight end, who was open, streaking down the right side.
But he doesn't do that.
No, I think this stock is a grammatical evening for a lot of coaches that are here doing this championship with rooting in mind, and I got to believe it's like this is an impression on a lot of coaches in addition to us and the fans that are watching this ball game. We just had a great game.
5 rushes on. Middleton almost got a punt, but he couldn't. Mallory Graham on the return for the 38-yard line. He's got one room on the right side. Graham inside Dillard territory will be run out of bounds at the 42-yard line. of Fort Lauderdale. Dillard, very nice 20-yard return by Mallory Graham, puts the ball at the Dillard 40 for Merritt Island to try bouncing offensively with 11 seconds left in the third quarter.
Mallory Graham in that return back, almost like a counter running play. He takes 2 or 3 steps left and then comes back the other direction, and all the blue shirts couldn't get the turn quickly as head, and that was just a fine job on that return.
And time has run out in the third quarter of high school Class 4A state championship game at Daytona Beach's Municipal Stadium. Dillard leads Merritt Island in big ways as we final 12 minutes of tonight's ball game.